Hi then, gentlemen, it's Mr. Sutton here. I'm just doing this quick video that hopefully will send out to you via email. I'll upload it to Google so you can get hold of it to go over the reasons why I want you to get images in an interview over the summer holidays. Now, the email that's been prepared by your teacher should go through exactly what we're looking for, and the main crux of it is to look for images, which you can see some examples here, and let me just full screen this so you can see it a bit easier. Is really to get images of your target audience and also some of a product which is associated with what you're going to be doing. It is absolutely crucial that you get the information over the summer so that when you come back you're ready to start producing this. Now, I know that you have in your groups started to do this, and what I don't want you doing is to try to produce what I've got up in front of you. The reason I have this is to show you how we're going to use it. You can start thinking about it by all means, and I know that you've done this with your mind map just here, but this is how we're going to present it, the subheadings and etc., and what we're looking at on each of the slides. So I'm going to go through this and talk about what I need you to get over the summer and why you actually need it. Now, this is the first one, which, remember, this is from an AQA, so it's not at Excel, it's from my previous school. This is a real live Year 10 student from my class, and now going into Year 11, and she has, this is a mirror, she has looked at healthy lifestyle. So this is one of the themes that AQA have put forward. Remember that design and technology is a standard specification over all of the different exam boards, so that's why this is a perfectly good example to be used with Excel. You can see they've got the mind map, and you can see how she talks about the problem. The key things that I want you to note here are the use of the target audience, pictures of both the problem and actually the user. So with this one, what is she's doing is she's identified her brother, who's aged 12, and he spends far too much time, I think he's playing Fortnite there. So you can see he's spending too much time on the inside, sitting down, playing consoles. This links to healthy lifestyle. He's not got a healthy lifestyle because he's not going out. So that's really what we're looking at. Now, you've been asked to do an interview and also to get some images for product analysis or product disassembly. You can see the images here. These would be a very good example. You need to try to get images that exemplify and demonstrate your problem. We go on to the next one. You can see that this is the interview. So these are some interview questions. So over the summer holiday, I know the email has said they want you, and I certainly do want you, to do an interview. It's not a questionnaire, so you can see the types of questions that she's asking. She knows what the problem is, so you should know, say for example, if you're doing the festival one, you should know what festival you are actually going to aim your product at. There's not much point in not knowing which festival it's going to be, because you need to know who the target audience are, their age group, gender, their interests, and etc. And you need to really try to find people that you can go and talk to. Certainly, she's using her brother because that means it's easy access, and it's easy access later on when she's made the product and she can get her brother to test it. And this is key for you having a success with this major project. There's also the location spoken about here, so she's got a photograph of the park she wants her brother to go to and use more often. You might be doing something similar if you're doing the Reading Festival. I know I spoke to Joseph in the 10D group and we were talking about the Reading Festival. Now, I'm not expecting him to go to Reading and take photographs of that. That would be crazy. But he can get images, Google Maps, whatever, of the location, and specifically bits and pieces about the style of Reading Festival that he will talk about in here. So his two main things, if you're doing the festival one and if you're doing the zoo, which is the majority of you doing, you're going to be talking about the person and interviewing them just here. And then you'll be talking about the location, or in the case of the zoo and possibly the festival, your client, because they are kind of locations. They are locations in themselves. We will use the summary box on this one. Don't worry about all these bits. For now, I just want you to do the interview, get the information. I would strongly recommend, and she hasn't actually done this here, she's written it down with quite open-ended questions, but I would really recommend that you use open questions and that you record it rather than taking notes. You've all got mobile phones. Use the dictaphone on there. You don't have to video it, as it were, because that makes large files. But look at the memos that you can record an audio file inside there. I'm sure you'll be able to do it. The next part is about the product disassembly. Now you can see here she has actually chosen a kind of racquetball set. She wants her brother to go out and do physical activities, so she's chosen this as a product that she can analyse because it's similar to what she's going to be doing. She's using the Access FM, so you can see here the different parts of the Access FM. There is environment down here as part of the E. You can use ergonomics, that's how it fits to the human body as an alternative, or you can use both of them. But what I would like you to do is consider the Access FM protocol and way of laying it out. Don't analyse it over the holidays. You can take notes if you wish, but what I would like you to do is gather quite a few images. Now she's got about 5 images on here. I personally would say that you need at least a minimum of 6. That's 6 images, I would say. Now I'm not sure what's been put down in the email, but this is what I would say is best. The more images you've got, you can always discard them later. You've got to be able to have the item, hold it in your hand, and be able to discuss it. Now, doing all of that, you should be able to bring those images and the interview notes, stroke, video, stroke, audio with you for the beginning of term, and we will discuss how we can put it together. It is absolutely crucial that you do that, because without it, we are not going to be able to do these first 3 slides and get the maximum amount of points. Looking forward to meeting you all and continuing working with you next year. And I'm looking forward to, hopefully, getting some very exciting and interesting products coming out of this research.